So this message is probably going to be aimed at Bassett, but I'm going to send it to both Braxton and Bassett. I saw this text in here. Looks like this guy said he had a contract fall apart on a property in Ward, and the response was we search in the Denver area, and he said he'll keep his eyes out. I'm going to back this up. As of really the last year or 6 months, we have been chasing stuff in the mountains. Investors are moving into the mountains. We can sell stuff up there quite easily, and that's where we can get better spreads. So, long story short, yes, we are interested in this kind of stuff. So, if you're not sure where it's at, like if they send back a town that you're not sure of, just just Google it. And so go into this real fast. So we're gonna do Ward, Colorado. And take a look at it on a map. So let's take a peek at what I'm talking about with the mountains. So here's Denver. So we buy anything from Fort Collins all the way down to Pueblo, right? Here's the whole front range of what we go after normally. We don't chase stuff out here. This is the plains. That's this a market that people still aren't chasing. But in the mountains, see all this green area? Right here. I wouldn't go too far south. I wouldn't go any further south than Pueblo. Like if you wanted to draw a line across Pueblo and draw a line across Fort Collins and cut a line before Grand Junction. So this area right here would be fine. And if you're a little bit outside of that, that's fine. But we'll take a look at about anything. But really, the foothills of Colorado right here, or the mountains up against Denver, is definitely something that we'd be interested in. So it's not pulling up, but Ward is, there it is. Okay, so there's Ward. Little tiny hippie town in the mountains. Totally would be interested in a property up there. All right, so I'm just going to run this real fast and give some more feedback. All right, so I got it pulled up here. So if it's off market, obviously we're going to be pulling it up on the MLS and Google Maps. And when you zero down on this and you click on the photo, it doesn't give you a clear indication of where the property's at. So another tool that we can use that's better is this pull. If anything in Colorado, we can zoom in. If we know roughly where it's at on the map, we can zoom in and start to find it here by just clicking on lots. So, here is 6, here is 10 Modoc Street. So here it is. Here's the property. It's listed. So luckily we got photos because it is listed, and it's kind of, this is a hippie little town, but this could make a great Airbnb, and this might be something we could sell as an Airbnb. So a vacation rental. So anyways, let's take a quick look at this and see if it is something that would be of interest to us. All right, so it's not pulling up in our MLS system. It must be listed in the IRIS MLS system because there's nothing pulling up in here. So this must be listed. Yeah, so this is an IRIS, so it's not something that we're going to be able to see very easily, but we can see it here. So comps are going to be a little tricky, but we're going to probably use Zillow for that. So let me step through that. All right, so just to wrap this up, it does look like there is something here, depending on what they're asking for. So here's what's going on. This sold back in December for 285. I'm sorry, 265. I have one contract that fell apart. So this guy probably owns it from December and is reselling it. So I'm just curious what he's asking for it now because he bought it for 265, and what is he trying to do with it. So I'm going to continue with this one and see what's there. And but this, at the end of the day, this we are going to chase these in the mountains and see if there's something there. When they are bought and being resold like this, those are tough. Those are really, really tough because he probably wants three something for it and is just trying to reflip it as is. And investors really shy away from those. It's a tough sale, unless it's just a screaming deal, which is really isn't. I mean, I think fixed up this thing's around 400. Looks like it needs quite a bit of work. So he probably did all right at 265, but whatever he's trying to resell at probably is really tough. So, anyways, I just wanted to get some feedback on that. Uh, Long story short, we chase stuff in the mountains, but we don't chase stuff out in the plains. So that hopefully that helps.